course you missed me. Your aim is terrible. Ah!
It's your man, Pooh Nanners, your Texas caster and hype master, and I'm joined by the Bazatron, and we're ready to talk about Light Brigade. Bazatron, what do we got going on right now?
Well, we're really excited here at MAGFEST. This is the largest VR zone we've ever done, and this is the largest MAGFest ever. We actually sold out. It was
all of
ridiculous.
them?
All of them before the show even started. So over 22,000 nerds are in this building right now experiencing all the cool stuff, music and gaming. So not just VR gaming, there is consoles, there's Japanese arcades, everything you can imagine, board gaming, D&D, anything you can ever imagine for nerd-related stuff. There is dancing,
yes.
Lots of dancing. There's raves on the top floor, raves down going to bottom. I mean, all the cool stuff. Concerts. This morning we actually had orchestra. I don't know if you didn't hear that
Yeah,
or
I
not.
did see. Yeah. I was talking to a guy who was carrying his tuba on his back, and I was like, man, it's a good thing it's not a sousaphone. He's like, that's still on the car, but it will be out later.
Yeah. I think their orchestra is like 100+ people strong.
Oh,
all
no
across
kidding.
the country, yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
come in here. They come here like on Monday to set up and get everything, all the acoustics, everything. It's
All right, we're getting sidetracked.
all right, I know. But, so what we have here right now is we have Eddie Lee. He's the owner and developer off of The Light Brigade. If you have not tried it, it's a really cool rogue-like game that anybody should try. We do have it available here, free to play, to come behind me in our VR zone, or what we call our VR villa. So, again, here's Eddie Lee. Eddie, take away.
Tell us about your game, Eddie.
Hi. Yeah, sure thing. Thanks for having me. My name's Eddie, founder of FunkTronic Labs, based in LA. Yeah, we've been around for 11 years, been making VR for about 6-7 years, and yeah, Light Brigade was our most recent release title, coming up to 1 year, so very, very excited.
Oh yeah, and it's such an amazing experience. So it's basically a shooting game, but there's a lot of different mechanics. You gotta teleport to some of the floating islands. It's a motion active game as well as a locomotive game. If you have not tried it, if you could describe a little more for some of the fans here who have not tried it yet.
Yeah, it's a dark fantasy roguelike game. So if you think about how like Dark Souls is a dark fantasy interpretation of medieval times, ours is a dark fantasy interpretation of like World War I, World War II. And yeah, your whole goal is just to kind of go deeper, rank up your character, rank up your guns, and just get stronger. Strong roguelike mechanics.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun activity just to really get in there. There's a lot of kind of unique art direction that you went towards. So one of the things I really liked about the game was very unique and novel is that you do the prayer. I would love to learn more of the story behind the whole focus of the prayer, because you have that as a mechanic to open doors, and
That's better than taking the pills, I guess.
yes, from woodworking, yes.
Yeah, you know, like the prayer pose is just such a beautiful pose. You know, it's been around for like hundreds of thousands of millennia or whatever. And when you're in this position, you know, you have a certain aesthetic to your body, your soul.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of surprised that VR really hasn't had that mechanic. And then with our game being like Light Brigade, kind of with religious tones, you know, we thought the prayer mechanic not only would feel pretty good in VR, but also kind of be a great emotional aesthetic, and also marketing as well. We just use the prayer emojis everywhere, and people seem to latch on to it. So it really worked out for us.
Now, when you were looking at doing that for just developing that into that, was that like the original concept, like or was it something that you kind of stumbled into it while you're just trying to figure this game out or whatever? Was this a core aspect at the start, or was this kind of something you just fell into?
It was a core aesthetic, you know, with our game having religious undertones, you know, being like a shooter, but also kind of like you're like a zealot, you know. We wanted to basically have a motion that you would do to kind of symbolize your covenant. So the prayer, it just worked out, you know. It's just easily relatable, everyone understands, and it just feels great in VR.
Awesome. So the other thing is I really enjoyed about going through some of the playthroughs is with the first level, or at least the first worlds that you start getting into, is the islands, and you basically have to. It forces the player to basically teleport and then also move around locomotive. So when we teach people out how to play that game, it definitely it stops people because people don't really know. It's like, how do I get there? They're looking for other ways of mechanics. So it's much more of a unique aspect mechanically wise of players to play the first world. If you could describe a little bit more about the first, when people come in and play, what do they expect to see on the first round when they go?
I mean, the game is a hard game. It's definitely not for like bring your grandma in for first time playing like the Light Brigade, right?
Oh,
It's like,
grannies love VR. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I mean, no, for sure. Actually, our other game, Fuji, has a deep grandma demographic. We have that
okay.
locked in. We actually get a lot of emails weekly from grandparents.
Now that's where the money is, the grandmas, I think.
Yeah. But for this game, it's definitely oriented towards those who have some VR legs. Not to mention, or we're not saying that you will be motion sick, but you have to be pretty comfortable with moving around and teleporting as well. And we try to make it as natural as possible, but VR feels the best when you get to move around, and every time you jump, there's a slight like mental disconnect to where you're traveling. So you try to stay walking as much as possible, but then to cover a lot of ground, you just have to kind of teleport.
Yeah,
Fun.
I know it's.
Do we want to see the trailer?
Yes. Oh, yes. Let's show the trailer so everyone else who's on here can see.
Let's see if this works. There we go.
All right, and we're back.
Thanks for showing our trailer.
That's that studio mode, man.
Yeah.
It'll get you.
No, it's we just got the Quest
gonna
3
watch him
yesterday.
play?
Well, in a minute we'll talk a little bit more.
Okay.
So we just got the Quest 3, and I haven't had the time or opportunity to play the Light Brigade on there. But I would like to see what's the major difference between the 2 and the 3 for your game.
Oh, it's mostly just graphical upgrades. I think everyone knows like the PC version has the highest like visual fidelity, and we try to kind of step towards that with the Quest 3. So we turn on shadows, a bunch of lighting effects, just try to make everything better, higher LODs. I think it's just a better experience, better frame rate,
Gotcha.
And also added the mixed reality update as well. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. Ooh, what's that? Tell us more about that. I haven't. Oh man, what is the mixed reality version of your game?
It's just like you're in your room and then enemies break through the walls. They kind of try to kill you.
I'm
You have
gonna
to destroy them.
We do have a couple of mixed reality stations set up with the cabin and home detective, which are going to open up later this afternoon. So I might throw Light Brigade XR on those stations and experience it.
Well,
I gotta test it out first.
ourselves. Yeah.
I gotta try it out before we put it out to everyone out
first.
there. But that's awesome. It's really exciting. But I do ask this from all the other devs. What is your favorite food?
Oh man, sushi. I love sushi.
I was really hoping
love-
he wasn't going to say people. So sushi's a
No,
good answer.
People.
I mean
Who said
sushi.
people?
Oh, it's we want to make sushi money all the time, and just so we can eat sushi. So,
True.
so let's go bring out Riley is on the game over there.
You gotta
So,
alt tab
Yep,
to
I know. Hang on one second. But he is playing. Let's see, where is that?
It's not open.
Where is it? Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Live.
Will they find it? Yeah, I don't think we're actually casting.
No, it failed. Was it casting?
I don't know.
No,
let's go into a hold and see if we can find it real quick.
All right,
We'll come right back. All right, we are back, and we have now found the tab. It was on another desktop.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. Baz, me and Baz come from before the era where people had multiple desktops, so we just didn't think to even look there. Luckily, Riley was here to help us out.
Well, we have a virtual second monitor just to be able to have that queued up, and we thought we could just basically alt-tab it.
I understand the thinking.
But it
It's
wasn't
just
there.
it didn't occur to us because we're like older, so we don't even think to use that thing. We forget the feature exists. Yeah. Next time. All right.
But Eddie, are you still here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Yes.
All right. You can see our stream, right?
No, they can't see. Well,
Well,
if he's on
can
Twitch,
see
he
us.
can see
Well,
it.
he's on Twitch, right?
Oh yeah, if he's on
I'm
Twitch, he
watching
can see
this.
it. But I'm not
I
casting
see
to
it.
that
I
computer
see
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
Well, I have the equipment for it, but man, running out of time.
Well, if your computer didn't burn up. So.
Yeah. Well, that's actually just separate equipment. Well, if my computer didn't burn up, I'd have had the time. Yeah.
But yeah, we got Light Brigade on the screen here. We got Riley, who is our subject, of basically just playing around on the Quest 3. So we just finally got those Quest 3s, and then the head strap that we have on there is the brand new Bobo VR head strap for the 3, which has been really hard to get. It took over 2 months for them to send me at least the.
Did they tell you what the timeline issue was? Did they just not get early access to the headset, or?
I'm not sure. I didn't really go that depth.
So I know back in the day, like a VR cover, they were having trouble because they either didn't get early access, or they did get early access, and then a last-minute production change was not communicated to anybody, and they had to pull their entire line and start over.
I mean, I think there's supply chain issues still ongoing worldwide. So I just know a lot of other accessory people that we have talked with have also had issues getting Quest 3 accessories out to the show floors or into. On Amazon or everything like that. But at least we have a couple of the Quest 3s. We can't put it out on the show floor this weekend, but we do have at least a showcase on stage for a couple people.
Sorry, I was looking at our big TV over here, and I was like, man, you look washed out, and Riley looks red. Then I look at the screen, I was like, no, it's just a color production on that TV.
Well, yeah, so we got the game going on here. His play box is a little bit limited.
Ooh. Catching bullets to the face.
Now he's got
You're supposed to dodge those, Riley.
Yeah, I didn't.
We got to pray, man. We got to pray just to make it today. Wow, how long you got to pray, man?
Tell Riley those are homing.
He's like, you've never stopped praying, bro. That's how it works.
Okay, there's my.
So we have a little of a soul person here. Could you talk a little more about that, Eddie, in terms of like how all of these, because we have a lot of other players who have fallen and they're in those maps.
Yeah, so it was definitely inspired by Dark Souls. So when you die, you drop your souls, and if you die again with your souls, you completely die. It's like permadeath. You have to go back.
Oh, so it's a little Hoycrux action.
Yeah, so I think this is what happens.
Right,
yeah,
Riley.
Other players' deaths will appear in your level as well. So if you are playing right now and you have internet connection, then you'll see other people's bodies just floating in the daily runs.
And then you do collect those souls from those players that have fallen for your own positive reinforcement.
Yes. So you can collect those souls. You can spend them, or you deposit them into the soul shrine, and you can rank up your character. So the ranks are permanent, and it persists through multiple runs.
I do enjoy taking people's souls, so I like the mechanic. It's good.
Yeah, we actually plan to further develop the mechanic a lot soon. So in our future updates, we have some stuff planned around that as well. Collecting other people's souls, some asynchronous multiplayer kind of social dynamic features. Pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so now what we're seeing is that we're back in the village, or back in the home base is what I usually tell people. So you can come here, go to the workstation, select your different character classes. So you usually start off with the rifleman. That's the easy one to really get people into the game. And then when you progressively upgrade your character, you can unlock the new versions. So you have the rifleman. What's the other ones? It's escaping my head right now.
There's like scout, sniper. We have an engineer with the flyable drone. We have a shotgun breacher class. We quite have a lot, and we plan to add a lot more too.
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't really played too much more than the assault and the rifleman. I really like the rifleman. It's just such a good experience. Plus, I love the M1 Grants. That's one of my favorite World War II weapons.
Man, you know what? There's a lot of game devs that are a fan of that as well. That's why you find it in like every game.
See, I have such an affinity towards Day of Defeat. Remember that game?
Yeah.
My God, it's so old, but it's so good. So,
well, that's how it works with any kind of entertainment. The thing you remember the longest is because it was amongst all the things that were out there. It was the best. That's why people are like, oh, all the music from the 70s was good. It's like, no, the music you remember from the 70s was good because you only remember the good stuff.
So with Riley, he basically selected his class, got his guns, got it all loaded up because we do have to get all the ammo before you jump into the dungeon. Then you just basically go down into the caverns to start your session. So now we are going into the Old Forest. It's the first level. So you got this cool snowy scene. It is snowing outside right now, if you can see out through
Yeah.
those windows. So if
the
you are
flurry
coming
let up a little
here-
bit.
it was
No.
going down pretty hard, but
I'm still seeing it. I had to look way over
a
here.
little flurry.
Yeah.
Well, our windows right there is our little courtyard, so it's kind of segregated from the real world up top because it's just covered.
there's also because like we're so far away from it that I had to like look really hard and I
Let's,
could see the parts
zoom
that
in,
particles.
enhance,
But yeah.
yeah.
There's places like it's also like the back wall. Like, it can be hard to spot.
Yeah,
Dodge, Riley, dodge!
Yeah, Riley, you gotta dodge. Don't you develop stuff?
Eat that man's soul. He likes it.
Yeah, the game is hard, man. Like even the first few levels.
Oh, what the?
So
Came right around the side to get you.
So when you're low on health, your entire world is kind of vignetted,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, it's
you
a
got
classic
the
mechanic.
redness, so you're like below 5 health points. Is it 5 below?
Yeah. Basically allows you to kind of recover for a bit. So if you are out of battle for a few seconds, it kind of recovers your health back to a low health state.
How long do you have to kind of hold in cover to kind of get some life a little bit back from that?
I think like 5. It's not a lot, but in battle it feels like a long.
It feels as it does. I'll be like, please don't hide, please don't shoot me. And then we do have all the looting aspect of this game where you can find actual physical things, so your consumable items like your grenades or a med pack, and you are finding these the gold tokens that you kind of collect through your run, so you can be able to find, just like any other roguelike games, to basically get buy from a merchant while in your run. Sometimes it's very random. I'm not sure how much you can really get, because sometimes I'll go through a run and then die and then never find that merchant or be able to use that those tokens. And then sometimes I just don't get enough tokens when I find that opportunity. It's like, oh, if I had 500, I could get this thing that's going to be really helpful.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of the aspects are random. Like the levels are procedurally generated, randomized. Kind of the enemies are randomized. It's so like in a roguelike game, you kind of want to introduce some randomness to allow players to develop the skill and mastery of the game rather than like mastering the levels. So we do try to sprinkle it in as much as we can.
Yeah,
Sorry, the camera lighting was starting to drive me insane.
that's fine.
I was like, what happened? Where are my lights? And now we're lit up like the sun. The way you know the lighting is perfect is you're blind. That's how it's good.
Yeah, I can't see anything. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If all you can see is light, then all
Well,
the camera can see is the light bouncing off
But
you.
see, no one knows that I can't really see because I'm constantly squinting since I'm Asian.
Oh yes.
So-
Oh yeah, it's actually really funny when you were doing the call before and we were using the feed from the webcam on the laptop. All I saw was his face, and it was hilarious.
I mean, that's kind of like my face, man.
I never noticed till the
Okay.
camera was looking up at you.
Oh, really? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So we've got talk a little bit about the art direction of the forest here, if you don't mind.
Sure. Our game, we've targeted quest class. You can shoot that, by the way.
Practicing my thinking
Games
faces.
that try to achieve photorealism on like Quest hardware usually fails. They get like this really uncanny valley aesthetic. So I think,
Yeah, you don't want to make it weird for people because it's right in their face. I get that.
yeah, it's also non-performant, and we try to take advantage. It just like develop a style that works well within. So instead of fighting the system, we kind of build a style that works well. So we lean towards this like stylized like poly look with a lot of like dense fog technology to try to make it more atmospheric. So that's kind of how we settled on that.
So if you didn't see that on the screen, Riley did pull up the in-game menu from the flat button on the left side to basically get into some of the tutorial stuff, because you do have some. I really love that about your game, is having some of that tutorial listed easily right there, accessible for new players, or just to basically get a little refresher, because there are some mechanics that are hidden. Because you can go in a match, and then right before you actually start fighting, you can prayer, and it kind of gives you this little the battle view. That's correct, right? I'm not making that up, right? Right, Eddie?
Yeah. If you turn your wrist like a watch, you can see some of your stats. And then we also want to like you know, there's a lot of mechanics in the game. We want to kind of sprinkle the tooltips and stuff, and allow them to kind of get acclimated to the game. So definitely hold their hand at least for the first few runs, and then kind of ease it off after.
Now, when you do the prayer to basically find all the enemies in that level, is there a level detriment to doing that, or what's the negative aspect of constantly trying to do that?
Oh, there's none. You just have a very long cooldown time. It's about like a minute or so.
A minute is kind of fast, honestly. So, but
I know it feels fast, but honestly, in VR, everything feels slow. You can also upgrade your battle players per class as well. You know, once you rank up your character, you spend those rank points in town. You can make it so it's it's like shorter span and just like more stuff to do. You're also planning.
That's a good one on stream. Caught myself with the headset.
So yeah, Riley, you're supposed to dodge the bullets, not take them.
You know what though? That's a good idea for a game. Bullet Eater. Let's make
Bullet
that
Eater.
game where like your job is not dodging, but trying to catch them right in your mouth.
So if Riley, if you can go back to the that station there, kind of show off. So this is what you were talking about, the soul. What were you saying again?
We call it the soul deposit shrine. So when you collect souls, randomly these deposit shrines will come. It'll let you like sublimate these souls and send them back to town, and to rank up your character. So these ranks are permanent, so they persist through runs. But the souls itself are not. So you want to deposit them as you can. So as you like kind of progress in the later levels, it becomes harder and harder. It becomes more and more kind of stressful and precious to keep holding these souls.
As our stream from the head quest directly to the computer got a little bit Minecrafty there for a second.
It does that. It
Yeah.
does that occasionally. We are saturating the heck out of this Wi-Fi signal.
Yes.
Supporting all of these headsets and all of the production off of Wi-Fi. So you know you're gonna have some moments.
I mean that's the fun technical bits about VR gaming. It's and again. Sometimes we don't be able to showcase some of these games, so people just basically jump on a headset and play with it. Because a lot of this is really in-person experiences, and not really showcasing other than the stuff that we're doing here on the stage. So let's see here. We've got to walk through this gate. You got to prayer the gate. Now, what I have done in the past when I play this game is that when you kill enemies, they do drop weapons, but they're corrupted. So you can't reload them, and you can't really do much other than what's already loaded, which I love that mechanic, because sometimes because you have to manage your ammo, your consumables, and things like that, and sometimes you kind of run out of ammo or get really stressful low, because that's definitely what get my heart pumping, and it's like I only have 2 clips left. And so maybe I will shoot that bad guy and go over and steal his weapon. I know there's at least 10 bullets in that, and then just
he knows what he did.
Yeah, you got to get the weapon, shoot it, get the next weapon, shoot it. And that way you're not really using your ammo. Talk a little bit more about the corrupted, if you don't mind, Eddie.
Sure. I mean, it just feels cool and immersive to be able to like use the guns that the enemies drops. It would be weird if the enemies drop guns and you can pick them up, especially in VR. So we wanted to allow them to pick up the guns, but not to abuse them. If they drop non-corrupted guns, I think people would just not really like the guns and this weird like switcheroo thing. So we made them corrupted, so then they have limited ammo and they're a little bit weaker.
Oh, they are a little bit weaker. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're a little bit weaker and I have less fall off, but it's free ammo, so that's the benefit.
Now you can customize your weapon, and I would love to learn to explain that to all the ones who are sitting here and watching this game live here at MAGFEST. What can you do with these weapons in your session, your run, to really customize those experiences?
Yeah, there are a few attachment slots on the guns. There's like the front one we can put. It's like a silencer attachment. You can put like poison barrels, like bullets that go through and have poison. You can put charms. And charms allow you to imbue your gun with magic, so then you could like activate a charm, and then now your bullets are homing for the next shot. There's also like a side attachment where you could like it's like a little crystal that you could embed into your gun as well. So I think a good roguelike allows you to modify your main weapon and just kind of improve it incrementally. So allow attachments. So it's kind of
And then not only that, through your runs, you do find the unique chests that can get those cards.
yes.
What other cool mechanics are in those cards?
Well, we have a ton of cards. I think it just allows people. Kind of what I mentioned about like roguelikes. You want the player to feel like they're incrementally improving the character and upgrading them, because as you upgrade, as you do your run and you upgrade, you not only feel stronger, but you feel like you're higher stakes, right? Like, oh, my character has grown so powerful. I don't want to like fuck up this round.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
part of the
that's fun.
roguelike experience, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
do you-
So like,
Another thing they've been
sorry.
adding to roguelikes, though, is some sort of carryover, whether it be an unlock or something that allows you to feel some sense of progress. Do you have anything like that in this game?
Yeah, the souls.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so that-
you get
that
to
allows-
retain those.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought the whole point
Yeah,
of those was to
so
keep you from
you-
dying.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think permadeath without any carry is too harsh. You know, you want to feel some progress, so we have the ability to rank up your character, and that rank persists through runs. And then you can use the rank points to upgrade your character, and then those upgrades also persist through runs too. So
Now-
it's definitely like a meta progression layer.
Now, is there progressive upgrades to where you get more ammo at all? Because I haven't really gone too far in the game.
No, it's things like primary weapon damage, secondary weapon damage.
Okay, so we got on the screen here, Riley. Hang on, what, Riley? So we've got our 3 cards here. So let's, Riley, we'll go on the left one or one of them here. Let's pick it up here. Kind of just hold it for a couple seconds.
Yeah, get it close to the camera and take a look
Yeah.
at it. Bonus magic
rotate the
damage
card
on, not that
around
close. Soul's Light, +2 bonus magic damage on hit.
See, we've made like this cool parallax.
Sunstrike,
Volumetric.
+6 Sunstrike.
What is
Oh,
Sunstrike?
look at the cards. They got a 3D effect.
Oh,
You can
wow,
see
I
right
didn't
through 'em.
know that.
I mean, if you're in VR, you should do that. That's so smart, guys. That's sick.
What-
Yeah, we
so-
wanted to feel magical.
Soul's Burden.
So I think
All right, hang on, Riley. Before you pick anything, let's make Eddie pick the one for you. So, so there is some cards that are really popular, or really rare, or really good. And I think they have a little dot on there to kind of signify if they're rare or not, right?
Yeah, the 3 dot ones look
Yeah.
like it's probably rare.
I
It's
would
like
go with the purple
30%
one.
corruption.
The purple one. We'll get. All right, look at the purple. What does that say?
Soul's Burden +30% corruption chance on hit.
So what? So that one, yeah.
got 3
So
dots.
you basically grab it, and then you pick it. How do you pick it?
press trigger.
Press trigger. There we
No,
go.
I really like the way that flips.
Yeah.
The way the UI pops up is really nice.
Yeah. So just show us the UI real quick, Riley. So you
Yeah,
got.
so you have your stats on your either hand,
Now on
whichever
your
you want
wrist,
to
you
turn.
can see.
So it's got my
if you-
time
if you
till
look
the
at your
prayer
wrist like a watch, you can
cooldown.
see the stats, and then
health.
around your left wrist.
So your
you can
left
see the cards
wrist.
floating.
And then you can see your card that you just picked up right there, right? Are you able to look at that at all?
No, but you can look at it in the pause menu though.
The
so it's
pause
not
menu.
sexy, but-
So if you go to your left game menu, you can go. Was it? No, it's not there. Where is it? Status or
Yeah, it's the status, player data. Oh no, sorry, back.
go back?
Stat. Yeah, you can see. You can scroll down. You can see all your stuff. Somewhere in there. I kind of forgot.
That's all right. But yeah, you can see a lot of your stats while you're in the game. You got your left hand that shows you all your player information, and then on the right hand you have the little orbs. And those are the souls, right?
Yes.
So
yes,
the souls that you've been collecting up. But if you die and you don't deposit those souls, you lose it. Correct?
Yeah, I mean, if you die the first time, they go into that like ghosty thing, and then you could recover it to come back to your wrist.
But when you have like 5,000 souls around your wrist and you die, you lose all of that unless you are able to put it in that soul catcher, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's almost as though you gotta really find those soul catcher areas to help you level up your character throughout the progression of just playing this game. No, Riley, that was wrong. That's a bear trap. You're not
You
supposed to
want
play
to
with that.
select
I thought my
prop
gun would do
from the
it.
menu?
What?
The little cog in the broadcast will let you select crop.
And
Flip it
wide
on.
crop.
Yeah. There we go. Now we get a bigger view of it.
All right, then I can sit down.
Yeah, that's the real idea.
I can sit down. I've been standing all day.
Not being able to sit down was getting to me. I couldn't take it any longer.
Well, the last time we did this with the devs, we were able to sit down. We did the
Yeah.
intro standing up, and then we were able to sit down.
Yeah. Well, it's because of the frame up for the cameras and stuff like that.
All right.
Just the composition. You try to figure out what it is you can pull off. I've got to move lights around. There's all kinds of things has to happen. Now that my brain's waking up a little bit more. You can do this. Hold on. No, do this. And then you can
One thing, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel short.
All right. So we are almost closing up here. We'll go, Riley, one more level. We'll see how well you can do it. Don't die. You have been taking a lot of bullets in the face, so don't take bullets in the face.
Bullets in the face.
No bullets in the face. So we got, let's see. Oh, he's doing the grenade. Activated.
Oh, they caught him sleeping.
It's those potato mashers from the German warfare from World War II and World War I. I love that mechanic where you can just, it's twisting, right? Right, Eddie?
Yeah, you could pop it off, or you could like press a button to like just pop the trigger.
That's right. Now, I have never really used that. What was that?
What? Sorry?
This weapon that he's using right now.
Oh, that's a magic wand. So it's got like really high level, like level 3 fire wand. This is homing, so it's I think he's gonna be really OP because
All right. So now he's got to jump. Now he's got the corrupted rifle. See, he's got 10 bullets on there. So in your perspective while you're playing this game, you do have your individual weapon information when you're looking at it. So you can see that if it's loaded or not. So you can see on the left side here, you barely see it in our view, but when you're playing, you can see that 8, 7, 6, 5. So you can make some real decision time making with these weapons. There you go. Oh, you're out of bullets. Now you gotta get this real weapon. The rifle is always on your back. If you drop it, it does teleport there.
yeah.
But with the rifleman, it's only the rifle, there's no pistol. But the assault weapon has the pistol and the assault main gun.
You unlock it. So I think once Riley goes back to town, he'll have enough rank points to buy the upgrade.
You can buy a pistol on it? I didn't know that. I've been playing without this the whole time.
So next, after he unlocked that, every single run after, he will have a pistol.
Oh, I'm going to have to do that on mine now. Well, technically he is playing my character, so he is unlocking my character.
Great.
So, Riley, give me all the points.
We demand all of your points.
Oh
now.
no, what was that? That was a bird. You just got bird striked.
Angry Falcon.
I really hate those. Those things are really scary because sometimes you don't really look up. You don't really expect that. And that's what usually kills me, at least in the Old Forest area. So we do have a couple options here. Oh, he's aggroed the bad guy. The stream is a little bit unstable here on the Wi-Fi. But again, 22,000 nerds are here in the building. Wi-Fi is a little bit saturated.
Maybe. It might also
Maybe.
be the headset just trying to handle a whole bunch of stuff. Because we are asking it to broadcast pretty high res. So I do notice, like our stream, we're locked at 6 megabit. We've dropped a handful of frames.
All right, let's try it again. This is your first fall, right? Yeah. So he's still got his second fall, and then the second fall that's permanently dead, right?
Hey, this isn't called Until You Fall. Stop it.
Which is another great game which you can play here at VR Villa. So if you like roguelites, we got a lot. Let's see. Did the grenade work?
No, I missed.
You need to throw better. We gotta crawl around. Don't get hit in the face. So we are in ghost mode, right?
Yeah. So in this format, you have to recover your skills to become fully healed again. When you die in this mode, you die forever.
You'll have to turn the game down more if I'm going to turn him up more because he's being very quiet. Use your outside voice, man.
All right. So, but everything that the players experience right now is that this is kind of grayed out. There's not a lot of color into this. So
yeah, it's because you don't have a soul. So we try to make it very clear visually that you're like soulless at this stage.
And then now he got the soul back, and now everything is fully colorful.
Yeah. So now you could lose your soul again. So it's like always like this one buffer before you like fully die.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of different nooks and crannies in these levels to find, you know, these little little lockets. There are clay pots that you can shoot and get the things in there. Weapon crates for obviously weapon ammo. Sometimes they have some consumable items in them too. But what you're looking for is those chests that have the really cool stuff in there. Possibly upgrades for. Oh, there's the hawk! Oh no! Riley, the hawk got you too. Yeah, that's usually my fail whenever I run is those hawks. I never look up.
We done? Cameras?
Wait, is he still alive? I thought he's down. No, he's still down. He's still good.
Oh, okay.
So there's like lives and there's like the soul. So if every time you die, you lose like your flame gets.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He said that earlier, and I said the souls keep you alive.
Oh, I never knew that. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a Hoykrek situation. They gotta get all the souls to kill you.
All right. So he's getting his little redemption here, so he can continue on. Let's see if we can do it.
It's one of my favorite things about VR though is like the simulation of actual weaponry. So there's no animation you have to get through in order to shoot somebody or figure out what your reload count is. It'll go as fast as you can do it as long as you operate it correctly. Well, we are running out of time. We could go a little bit longer, but we got to cut in order to set up for another show.
All right, and what's going on afterwards here?
It's your schedule, man.
I'm just saying. Let me pull up the schedule.
It's all I can do to remember half the things I remember this out.
So we're about to end our Light Brigade dev panel here showcasing this game. If you want to play this game, it's available. Go to the check-in desk up in the front. Get your time slot. Get your book in. Play this game. We might investigate to see if we can do the augment or the XR reality game, which I'm excited about. I'm going to right after this.
You got time to test it. Yeah.
I'm going to test it out. Yeah, right after this, right now, we're going to start doing the Pistol Whip VR tournament. So if you are here in person, we have our tournament manager walking around here. He will be doing an announcement here. We are running a little bit late with this panel, but we will get that right after this and be able to start getting the stream for the Pistol Whip tournament. At 5 p.m., we are doing the Davigo VR tournament. So if you haven't played that game, we do have a dedicated spot over there. And then we have our Blast On tournament at 8 p.m. tonight, which is going to be a big blast. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, pun intended. And then we are going to hopefully have our VR DJ jam session tonight with Tribe XR. So not just games and having fun. There are production apps like Tribe XR, so definitely want to check it out.
Which is also like low-key a game that you can have fun in.
Oh, no, definitely. I actually think he made a Beat Saber-ish thing in the game for fun.
Well, Dr. Ulang and I learned that there is a rhythm game, just like all those other rhythm games like Guitar Hero, stuff like that, that is with a set of decks and like DJ stuff. And we were watching people playing it, and both Dr. Ulang and I were curious. We were watching it, we're like, that is too complicated.
Yeah. So again, if you guys want to learn more what we're doing here at MAGFest, you can go to vrvilla.org, kind of check it out, see what games and things that we're doing there. We have VR gaming everywhere around the U.S., so definitely go onto the item and then basically just see where we're at.
All right. I've been Poon Anders. This has been Baz. This has been Light Brigade. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in a little bit.
And
Woo! All right. For those of you who are,
Can't hear you.
I guess, better not be still on stream. That'll be better. All right. For those of you who are part of the Pistol Whip tournament, here's how it's going to work. I have a list of contendees here on my computer. When I call your name, just raise your hand. If you are not here, don't raise your hand. Sound good? Great. All right. We have Misfire. Misfire. All right. Lazui. Great. Beat Saber Bob. Brendan. Brendan going once. Brendan going twice. They are gone. Trixkit. Going once. Going twice. Final call for Trixit. All right, they're gone. Vernon. Going once, going twice. Final call for Vernon. They're gone. James Snyder. Going once. James Snyder going twice. They're gone. We had 18 people sign up. Sailor Schmecky. Going once, going twice. Final call. They're gone. Timner with an 8. Great. Ian. E-I-N. Ian. Perfect. Gherkenhoff. Laura Voss. CAD Composer. JR. Small Gorg. Mage Steve. And Jocephalopod. All right, folks. We will go ahead and start processing those check-ins, start making our groups. As a real quick primer, how this is going to work today, we're going to be doing this in 3 rounds. First round, we're going to go ahead and get you all into several different groups. We're going to determine how many groups we have right now. Likely 2 up here on the station, more in the back if need be, just to save on time. You will be playing party mode. We're going to have a representative there to help you get in and out of the headset, but essentially what's going to happen, you're going to play through the song. After that, you're going to go ahead and enter in your name for the score, and then you'll just go ahead and pass the headset to the next person. They'll go in, they'll also play the song. First round, everyone who gets the median score and above. Does anyone remember what median is from Algebra 2? There we go, the dead center of the score. So meaning that median and up means that half of our competitors are going to be eliminated for round 2. Round 2, same thing. We're going to go back into group stages, play another song, slightly harder song, with a slightly harder difficulty. Then the top 2 scores from there will go head-to-head in our final round. Winner is going to go ahead and get some MAG points. MAG points can be exchanged 1-to-1 for dollars in the MAGFEST merch store. So, last note, if you checked in and I did not call, or if you signed up and I did not call your name, or you'd like to sign up now, please approach the podium. We'll go ahead and process you right here, right now. Thanks, y'all, and have fun.